Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Coronation Street star tackles male suicide in theater show inspired by friend's tragic death. Empty cans of Stella litter the stage, but Danny finds one unopened and drains it as he carries on his monologue, stepping over building debris and trapped by two unfinished walls. "I'm plastering stock, you see," he tells the audience, mixing plaster. Building royalty. Dad's a spread. Granddad was a spread and all six of his brothers, barring one who was a chef, and everyone said he was posh. So, it's fair to say that when it comes to this shit, it's in me blood. Across the Argosy Theater in Stockton-on-Tees, there is a ripple of recognition from the pay what you can audience. On the opening night of Rome, a blistering new play about masculinity and male suicide, violence, and vulnerability. A surprise hit of the Edinburgh Festival Fringe. This is adolescence for the generation before Andrew Tate. By the end, the eyes of more than one coal-built Teesside man are filled with emotion, as the darkest consequences of not being able to express feelings are played out. Danny is not just finishing the job his workmate left unfinished, he is supposed to be writing the speech for his best mate's funeral. Jace has taken his own life, and Danny is in danger of wasting his in a haze of cocaine, punch-ups, and childhood memories he is trying to force down with cheap labor. In 2021, I lost my mate Dylan, says former Coronation Street actor Joe Malaliu, who wrote the play and holds the stage as Danny. Dylan took his life. I keep thinking, was that moment him trying to say something to me? Writing this was the thing that saved me. Rum has a deep resonance in Teesside, which has long battled the unwanted label of suicide capital of the UK, a place where 75% of those taking their own lives are men. In the hope the play can provoke fresh conversations, Max Emerson Productions has partnered with the charity Andy's Man Club, which sees thousands of men chat over a brew on Monday nights in 270 towns and cities right across the UK. The only rule of Andy's Man Club is it's okay to talk. I met Dylan when I was 12, Joe 33 says. He joined me and my mates I'd known since I was 5. When we were about 14, Dylan was fostered. We never really thought about why. We all stayed mates. We were each other's best men and godfathers. Dylan used to get into fights. Sometimes being hard is all you have got. And Dylan got known as someone who never backed down. Not being able to be scared must be so bad. It happened during lockdown. He'd got in trouble with the police, and he was afraid of going to prison. When he took his life, he'd been on a bender. We'd been out a few days before. There's a video of us singing Oasis. That's why I put Oasis in the play. He was 28. Joe looks away. I'm not writing to Dylan, he says, eventually. I'm writing to lads. I'm not trying to write about building sites. That's just the trade I know. I'm writing to my class. The ones who are really struggling, feeling stuck, feeling like we're getting left behind. It's hard to speak about this from any background, but it's especially hard from a working class background. The building trade is the worst for suicide. I remember being on a site wearing a harness and they said to me, the last person that wore that isn't here anymore. Drugs are such a huge part of the building industry. Paid on Friday, skint on Sunday. What happened to all the other bits that used to be part of working class culture, the music and the pigeon lofts? I really wanted to say something with this about how we're struggling and why we're struggling, and how we could struggle a bit less if we were able to say a little bit more. The battle is not just for working class communities to speak, it's to be heard, Joe says. My experience is that the people who commission drama have never wanted working class less, he says. At 16, Joe began a different path from his peers when he beat thousands of school pupils across the UK to land one of 8 places on BBC reality documentary Mission Beach, where he trained as a Baywatch lifeguard. At 24, he won a place at drama school, training at the former Academy of Live and Recorded Arts, ALRA. In 2018, he appeared in Coronation Street as Cormac Truman, the son of the drug-dealing Ronan Truman, with a dramatic overdose storyline. Stints on stage and soap followed, but in between, he always went back to plastering, the trade he'd learned as a kid from his father and grandfather. He was plastering royalty after all.